So, welcome everybody. It's Dusty with Ask a Pro from the FBI group. And I'm super excited today. We are going to be talking with Kelly Baird, and she is with Choice Home Warranty. Hi,
Good
Kelly.
afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Dusty.
Well, we are super excited and we've got a secret. So make sure you stay till the end. We got something to tell you, but don't peter out on us and click off. Stay till the end. We've got something fantastic to share with you. So Kelly, you're kind of new to me. Can you give me a little bit of background about who you are and how you ended up with Choice?
Yes, so my background includes over 30 years in the real estate industry in the Tampa Bay market. And I started out in real estate with licensed realtor and sold and been in the agent seats. And through that position, was approached by a manager of a company. They were starting a new team and had their first inductees of new representatives. And I joined that warranty company and was with them for 13 years. And along that path, in addition to the warranties, I also have a general lines insurance license and sold errors and emissions insurance for real estate brokers for the agents, as well as facilitated risk management courses. Married into the real estate industry and then stepped out a little bit and then came back into Choice. And I'll tell you, you don't wake up one morning and say, oh, I want to sell warranties. But some of my former coworkers joined the management team at Choice, and they had to convince me that we have the best brand out there. And if someone's going to want a warranty, this is why. And so that's why I came back.
So it sounds to me like real estate's in your blood from the get-go, right?
Yep, it's not going away. So I love helping agents. Training's my favorite part of it, and keeping them out of trouble. So
Got it. Got it. So we're going to talk a little bit about home warranty. Can you kind of give us a very high level view of how you explain a home warranty to the general public?
I think it's really simple if you grasp where to get the information. And for a real estate professional, they have the information in their own toolkit. A definition of home warranty is right in their Florida contracts.
Oh,
So if they're in doubt of what to say, it's right there. It's also in our brochure. We have a frequently asked questions section. And basically what a home warranty is in general terms, regardless of its Choice Home Warranty or a different warranty company, is warranties cover major systems and appliances that fail due to normal wear and tear. And so those are two components on it. One is what is covered. And in general, we don't cover structural. We may have some coverage, limited coverage for some structural items. In our case, one of our policies does include some limited roof leak coverage. But most often the warranties are going to cover your system, like an electrical, a plumbing issue, a water heater, HVAC system, and then appliances, typically built-in appliances. So then they expand from there. That's part one. The second part of that component is the failure. There's a misconception that warranties cover everything roof to slab. No, they don't. And the failure itself has to be due to normal wear and tear.
okay. So when you were talking there, you were talking about failure. So one of the things that I think that's important, I always like to say this, anything that turns on and off in your home really is kind of under a warranty program. Would that be safe to say?
I mean, that's kind of general. I'm trying to think of what a reason that not. Well, we do have, it depends on your plan too, because we do have some additional coverage that doesn't necessarily fall in that category.
Okay.
Like I'm going to give an example there. We also have a rekey service. So
Okay.
a buyer can actually have some locks rekeyed when they first move into the property. And even though that's not a mechanical system necessarily or an appliance, what I love about that is it gives the buyer the opportunity to use the warranty and place a claim for something they're going to likely do anyway before they have a major claim that they have to place. And so they're familiar with the process.
Okay.
So there's a couple of little different things in there.
I'm throwing this one at you, but I think it's really important. But what is the difference between home insurance and a home warranty?
I always get asked that question. So your homeowner's insurance is going to be the opposite of us. They're going to cover structural. depending on what you have for your your contents is what they might cover or not cover. And they cover acts of nature, theft, liability. Those are things that we don't do. They cover failures outside of the normal wear and tear. So you turn to your homeowners for that. Most lenders are going to require you to have homeowners insurance. They don't necessarily require you to have a home warranty, although that is favorable. A lot of times the lenders can incorporate that in funds that are available to a homeowner.
Okay. And I'm going to step you back one more step. You said this is in their contract. A home warranty is part of the real estate contract?
Correct. It is. The language is in there. Whether or not the agents talk about it, it's there. It's line. It's like, for example, in the Florida bar as is contract, it's on page 4 of that contract. It's in every one of the contracts.
Wow.
But it's in, and so the definition of a warranty is right there. Lines 184 to 187, the first 2 lines of the negotiating lines, and the definition follows it. So there should be no reason that a discussion about a warranty, whether it's Choice or another company, is not brought up, because the language is in their own contracts. In addition to that, if an agent has gone through any contract training through the Board of Realtors, they'll see that the contracts include asterisk lines. The little asterisks are there to highlight important lines that your own club, your Florida Realtors, deems important enough that you should take a second look at that. Mm-hmm. And the warranty lines actually have that asterisk included there as well.
Okay.
So, yep, the definition there is the negotiation line there. Now, I'm going to take this a little further. Why would it even be there in the first place? It's not that, all these warranty companies ran up and tried to lobby to get it on there. That language has been there as long as I have been in this industry. And if you recall, I said I've been in this industry in our area for quite some time. It's there because it's to protect not only the public, but the agent as well. It's errors and omissions of companies, which covers the agent's professional liability insurance regarding if they make an error or an omission. They also see that home warranties and home inspections, having those performed and enacted, actually benefit the transaction for, buyers get unhappy, buyer's remorse settles in, and we want to make sure the agent is doing their due diligence, being the professional that they are, and offering all the services that are available to that homeowner. Gotcha. So that language was put in there for that reason.
Gotcha. So can you be a little more specific on what is covered?
So, again, the key component is a failure due to normal wear and tear. So some examples. I actually had last summer, someone called me about an air conditioning system that failed. And the air conditioning system failed because, Tampa Bay, even though we don't know this year, it seems like we're having light rain, but we get those really tremendous summer storms with lightning. And lightning hit part of the air conditioning system.
Okay.
That is not normal wear and tear. Had it been that the air conditioning was running and all of a sudden now it's not cooling, that could potentially be normal wear and tear. The homeowner is still responsible for maintaining their systems also. So we cover things that are in proper working order at the time of the term of the contract. So you, Dusty, with FBI Group, if they had a home inspection and something's deemed operating as it's supposed to, what we're covering is the failure of the unknown of the future just from normal usage. We do, in our case, not every warranty does this, but in our case, yes, we cover any age system, any age appliance, as long as they were in proper working condition. And then the homeowner that moves in still is responsible for maintaining those systems. The biggest example I give is on air conditioning. You can't, especially with first-time home buyers that don't realize they need to change their air filter. You have to change your air filter. It could potentially cause failure for your system. And that's one of the first things a technician's going to look at is, did they maintain it? Or is there a new filter on it? How bad is it?
Okay.
Simple maintenance sometimes, as you know, can help prevent problems anyway.
Well, it actually helps with the longevity and the operation of the system. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
So how much does a home warranty cost?
So we're one of the companies that offers multiple years. First, I'm going to say that because when you buy a warranty, when you purchase it, At renewal, you're going to be renewing it whatever's filed with the state at that time. Warranties are regulated by the Department of Insurance in Florida. And we give the opportunity for the homeowner to not only purchase 1 year, but they can purchase multiple years at one time. They can go up to 5 years. So that's one. But I'm going to take it on the first year. Most feel like confident that they want a warranty to at least cover the first year of the unknown because they don't know the property. And we offer 3 plans. And with my longevity in this industry, I tell everybody, if you're going to ask me my opinion, I will always say get the best plan. Our best ultimate plan for a single family home is $660. That's a lot lower than many companies out there. And we include some amazing things in there that sets us apart. But one of which is the way our claim system works. And we have speed to claim. Our claims once a homeowner places a claim via online portal or through our toll-free number, they're put in our system, kind of like a rideshare or Uber type system, and generates the claim going out to all technicians that service that type of claim. And the first one that can take that claim picks it up. Okay. And we know half the battle here is just getting someone contacted right away. And then from there, that technician will determine, what the problem is.
Right. Okay. So you were saying what sets you apart. So that's one of the things that sets you apart from the other warranty companies, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And is there anything else that you think is important that you do?
Well, yes. So I always say this. It comes down to warranties do change, right? They readjust every year. They can have price increases. They can add or take away coverage. What's covered today may not be covered the same during the renewal. We do things. And there's, we have, like I said, rekey to service just to get that homeowner started. But we also we think out of the box. So even beyond the warranty, we cover things like anybody that purchases an ultimate plan with us now gets the opportunity to have 12 months of financial shield coverage with that ultimate plan, which includes title monitoring for their property, as well as some, online fraud. And yeah.
I just heard about that. Actually, I was in the property appraiser's office and an older gentleman came in and said, please help me set up the alerts on my system so that if someone's trying to retitle my property, I get notification. I'm like, what is he talking about?
So we have that free for our ultimate customers for up to 12 months of coverage. And that gets them through that first year of just, all their information just became made public. And what could happen, and they get nervous. And we just started that April 3rd actually is the first ones that were offered that opportunity. It's amazing how many people have taken that opportunity. What they do is they'll get a notification once the ultimate plan is placed and actually the term has started. Then they'll get a notification, and it's their option to enroll in it, but they enroll free. It's part of that program. So we added this coverage here in April and did not increase our prices. That's something we really do differently, is we really look at what's important to the homeowner and how can we get more usage out of it, because we do see a need. And, first-time homebuyers especially, and senior citizens on fixed income, they don't plan or budget for future failure. They all get that home inspection because they want to know what's going on now, but now doesn't tell us what's going to be later.
But, most people who go into home purchasing are going into home purchasing strapped for cash, right?
Yep.
They've used the majority of their money to, put the down payment down, to do the inspection, to get the appraisal, to pay the title. They're just typically go into home ownership strapped for cash. And so that's why I love the home warranties, because personally, I think, you're putting another layer of protection over your appliances, your ACs, and when they do break, because these are systems, when anything that turns on and off, it wears out. Yep. Doesn't matter if it turns on, off, opens, closes. Sooner or later, it's going to wear out.
Yes.
So I'm super excited to hear that you've got all that. I was wondering, just to help people understand, can you give me a good example of a claim that you covered and one that's similar of one that you were not able to cover?
So, let's see. We had Well, it goes to, we've had air conditioning is our big thing here, where a lot of people get the warranty because they're worried about that big expense. And we do replace a lot of air conditioning systems. I will say one thing that is in our ultimate plan, in our better plans, I just kind of wanted to backtrack. So somebody has an air conditioning claim. Air conditioning is not cooling properly, or maybe it's part of the heat pump and the heat's not working properly. And they call us out, and the technician determines that it is something that should fall within the realm. Our authorization department reviews what the technician's diagnosis is, and it's something that's covered. Well, then it depends on their plan. But let's say they did follow my instructions and purchase an ultimate plan. I'm finding what a lot of homeowners get surprised at with some of these warranty companies, and where some negativity is, maybe they're replacing their air conditioning system or part of it. But if they're in a building, say a condo, or part of the equipment's on the rooftop, they still have to pay to get that crane out there, and they're charged for that. Right. In our ultimate plan and our best plans, we include the cost of the crane coverage. So it's not just about, here's a claim that was denied, or here a claim was approved. A lot of times, you'll hear stories of people upset that they're having to pay more than what the warranty is. And reality is, you may have some non-covereds. And with choice, we actually, in our better plans, we cover up to $250 for permits. We cover the use of a crane when it's involved with heating or cooling systems. We cover disposal of old systems. I mean, you get that water heater replaced. Now what happens to the old water heater?
Gotcha.
So those things are important. Some of the things, like you're saying, okay, well, what wouldn't be covered? Again, remember, any failure not due to normal wear and tear. So examples of not wear and tear was lightning strike.
Lightning strike, but that would be covered under homeowners.
When we turn to homeowners for that.
More than likely.
We've had rodents eating wiring.
Oh.
Right? Florida has whatever you want to call them, lizards, geckos, chameleons, that often get into the air systems and do frizzle and die and cause shortages.
Okay.
Right? Power surge in your electrical, something that's not normal. Gotcha. So there are things that would not be considered normal wear and tear. And I'm proud of our authorization department is very good at responding to the homeowner and detailing out why, if something is not covered, here's what it is. And, in a positive sense is, we have a lot of homeowners that move here from elsewhere, and they don't even know who to call in the first place. So when they have the warranty on and they call us for service, and we send a licensed, approved, vetted technician to their property, we're taking some of the mystery out in the first place.
And that's a great thing.
Yep. Yeah. And so then the work is either covered or it's not. And if it's not, at least they can get a estimate from that technician to, go and explore other options. And if it's covered, great. I mean, yesterday I talked to an agent who just put a warranty on a property. He was the one that provided it to the buyer. And within days of that closing, they had a claim that was over $4,000. So they got that value of $660. Not only were they given it to as a gift by their agent, wow, it really made a difference in their life. Yeah. We just in our real estate division last year, we spent over $73 million in claims.
Wow.
And we have two divisions. A lot of companies do this also. We have a consumer side and a real estate side.
Oh, so I don't need a realtor to purchase.
Yes. The real estate professional side offers more robust coverage to the homeowner, because we know there are professionals involved in that. Their coverage also starts on day one from the closing going forward, if that's when it's been placed in our system, unlike a consumer plan that has a wait period. And there's the limits are different. The coverage is just different all the way around. So, as an agent, as a professional, a real estate professional, they should always be talking about warranties to their customer, because many customers will still buy it outside of closing if they weren't offered it. And when they do that, they end up with a consumer plan. And I just can't justify enough why they should be in the real estate.
So I want to stop you and ask you something. So if I am purchasing a home and I did not buy it at the closing table, how do I have a period of time where I can come back and initiate the realtor side?
That's a super question, Dusty. Yes. You have up to 30 days after closing to purchase it and still get it with the same perimeters that a traditional real estate professional plan has. Beyond that, the homeowner still can purchase it and they can still get it with the real estate professional involved. They're just need to make sure and let us know. And there would be a wait period tied into that, but they can still get the real estate professional plan. That is also awesome, honestly, for agents that are working with investors that maybe they're buying one on one property, but now they're considering put it on past properties.
Okay.
In addition, I have to say this. Some homeowners out there and agents, you may be dealing with other warranty companies. Many companies in recent few weeks, last few months, have increased their renewals dramatically. And these homeowners are coming up for renewal and finding out that, wow, there's a huge expense there. And they've increased their service fees and such. So if they provide proof of prior coverage of having another warranty company or warranty plan in place continuously, we can still get them that real estate professional warranty without a lapse in time. We can continue it from that point.
Okay. So what you brought something up as we were talking. What is your service fee? So if I have
our service fee is $75 on our new real estate professional plans.
Okay. So very good. Anything else that you want to tell the audience right now?
I do want to add that it's funny because I had an agent ask me last night. So here's a couple of questions that came up. One, yes, we do have coverage available for a seller during the listing period. And that is that's detailed depending on what the seller wants to offer the buyer. But anybody that wants to reach out to me, we can certainly talk about that. That does not get paid for till closing. The way the warranties work, everything gets paid for at closing and invoiced to the closing company handling that transaction, or can be paid directly. So there is that availability of coverage. The other thing is, who pays for this? Right. And so this is what this agent, is it legal for me to pay for it? Yes, anyone can pay for the warranty, and it can be paid for in a combination of methods. So a seller can provide it, the agent can provide it, the buyer can buy it. Sometimes I have a seller offering to pay up to $600. Maybe the buyer wants to upgrade and pay the extra $60 to get an ultimate plan. Maybe they want to buy an option and add pool equipment coverage. So those options, that ability is available, and certainly an agent can gift it to their customers because it doesn't get paid for until the closing happens, and they get a commission check at that same time. So that may be a good gift.
Gotcha.
And I think we're leading into that last one.
So I love that seller's coverage. I think that's huge. So if you're somebody who had to vacate or something breaks while the house is listed, this is a great Band-Aid to put over and make sure that you've got some coverage for that. So great job. All right. So Kelly, I think we have a big announcement here to kind of share with everybody, right?
So I'm super excited to be on Dusty's program today because we are doing something with the FBI group that I think that many of you will enjoy. If you're hopefully using the FBI group for your home inspections, when a home inspection is performed by FBI group and that customer also wants a warranty, or we're going to include it, whether it's the seller or the agent providing it, please make sure you include me and send over proof of that home inspection and that home inspection report, and we can add coverage free of charge to that warranty. This is a promotion we're running right now. And they will get their first year 14 months of coverage.
Nice. And
so that's a lot better than 12.
The way they would reach you is 813-460-5002. And that's right there. So you can see it.
Yes.
But if you're going to use FBI group and then buy Choice Home Warranty, please contact Kelly so that she can make sure you get the extra 2 months. That's going to be the key there, right?
Absolutely. That's my direct line. And often I'm in meetings just like I am now. Please text me if that's the case and let me know who you are. And you can also email me at kbaird, BAIRD, @chwpro.com, and friend me on Facebook, and I'll include you on it. We can message back and forth as well.
Okay. So you've heard it here. Home warranties, they protect the items that are put under normal wear and tear use on a daily basis. Service fees $25. In order to purchase one, it's $660 with the ultimate plan. And if you forget to buy a warranty at closing, you have 30 days to do it. So Kelly, thank you so much for joining us today. And we are so excited about our partnership. Looking forward to bringing you some more business and vice versa. So we say inspected
and protected.
Protected. Thanks, Kelly. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Next Friday at noon, I've got Shane Rayburn on, and we are going to be talking about WDOs. Yes, those little destroying organisms and termites. So make sure you check in with us next Friday at noon for our next segment of Ask a Pro. Thanks so much.